Dr. B.G. Krishna Reddy was very famous for that. There used to be, since name has come, I'll bring one more particular parameter or property or characteristics. He used to come for drawing classes. When we there, there were if somebody asks any doubt, that drawing sheet is gone. He will come and they will do this, that, this, and all those things. For that, they are not having experience. After facing the experience, whenever somebody asks for a joke, this doubt, they used to cover like this and ask for doubt, so that the drawing sheet is clear. And I have one daughter. She is doing her MBBS in Madras Medical College, Chennai. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jitesh Vasne. I have done chemical engineering in 1980, and after that, Master of Engineering from Roorkee University. After passing out 1983, I have joined DBS Cement in 1983 in bed process. After that, because this is very high energy consuming industry, so conversion of bed process to dry process, new plant commissioning, I have worked in that one. After commissioning the plant, second joined Bagalkot Cement in Blue, that is consultant with Blue Circle Industry UK. After doing their job, I have shifted to JP Cement, Jayaprakash Associate Unit in Riva, Madhya Pradesh. In 1980s, June 87, I am working there, and this is a modern cement plant in working in CCR operation, production, and I was appreciated 5 letter in optimization and cost reduction by KC Bhatt, president of plant. I am having a single daughter. She has done BSc IT and MCA, and she is now working in SCL Noida, UP. I sincerely thank Dr. Uma Shankar ji, Binu Gunod. They have given opportunity to meet all our seniors, friends, and juniors. So I am sincerely thankful to all of them.
This was supposed to be an interaction session, but I think students, I think, are supposed to, you are free to interact with the participants. This is mainly for you. You are supposed to interact during the session, and on the sidelines of the video also you can talk to them. Regarding the evening entertainment program by the students, we have scheduled to start at 6 o'clock in the same place. There are about 4 or 5 items in the entertainment program exclusively designed by them, and one of them is excerpts from a clip made by BTech 76 alumnus, that is Mr. Mir Abdullah, and I think all of the Telugu speaking people would know that that was a hit movie of the 80s that was called Padamati Sandhya Ragam. It translates into a Western evening. Okay. So Padamati Sandhya Ragam, that is the meaning. And Mr. Mir Abdullah is an actor in that, and he was a co-producer. That I got to know only when I was floating these mails. He has sent me that he's a co-producer, and I think his write-up is there in the software book also. So what the students have done is they have taken the portions of the film wherever he appears, about 15 minutes, put it together. So that will be screened in the evening's program. Okay, that is one. And there is another short film made exclusively by the students in the last 15 days. They have shot at different locations in the institute, put it together. I think they finished the part of the movie yesterday only. So that will be there. And few songs, good songs, and they have designed few games exclusively for the alumni and alumni couples. So we request the alumni not to miss those programs. Okay. So we are running out of time. I think it's already 4:50. So what should we have a break and then come back at 6 or?
I think it's only few batches, so we will continue. I think there are only few people left here.
Let them be brief. Yeah, I think maybe we can give an opportunity to the panel discussion participants tomorrow to speak now. That may be a better thing. Okay. So may I request panelist participants from tomorrow to come out here and yeah.
Next batch is what, 80?
Next batch is from 82. There is Mr. P.V. Nair.
He has done.
Okay. Then 83 batch. We have a huge contingent from that. I think about 5 or 6.
6.
Yeah, 6.
There are few panel specialists there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Come, let us just stand up there.
So I should thank Mr. Rama Prasad because he was very active. I think he was the one responsible for mobilizing 6 of them. The bags, the kit bags is sponsored by Mr. Rama Prasad. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, all of you. It has been indeed quite inspiring to learn from our seniors about all their endeavors in their career. It doesn't simply sound great, but it had been also very much offering an insight what we chemical engineers can do in the outside world once we leave from this college. As far as I am concerned, I left this college in 83 with a BTech. I went quickly to Gujarat and joined companies, all the while working with mostly with bulk drug API production industries. I think closer to my career profile, Mr. Christopher's mention about his entrepreneurial ventures are there. So I work with companies like Lupin, Orchid, Mylan, and now I am with Biocon Limited, Hyderabad as their site head for the last around 4 years. I may retire from this career in Hyderabad itself. So initially I was in Gujarat for the first 12 years. So that was a very nice experience with the Society of Gujaratis. Luckily I also became very fluent in their language. And coming back to this evening's core subject, I started associating with the Department of Chemical Engineering from December 2012. All the while I was roaming one company to another company. Too much of job hopping because of the opportunities that I took up. So ever since I got associated again with the Department of Chemical Engineering, I felt very much elated and I decided to involve myself somehow, irrespective of my hectic career in the private sector. So I decided sincerely to do some contribution. That's what Dr. Vidor mentioned. And particularly, I just share only 1 or 2 bits of my career, nothing long in that. When the opportunity comes in some other forum, I will be more in detail on that. Recently, one of my friends joined, 2 years ago, one of my friend's son joined chemical engineering. I donated all my chemical engineering books to him except one. That is the one script written by Professor N.M. Mohan Rao that I retained. Somebody else was also mentioning about the script on thermodynamics, how he simplified the principles. I also extend my sincere thanks to Dr. S.P.R. who taught us fluid mechanics. He was instrumental in encouraging me to stand on my own legs. I had a lot of difficulties during those days, during my college days. So, wherever I go, whatever I achieve, I always remember these 2 gurus and also Professor T. Sripati, who simplified the learning for all of us. Recently, I had been to Dr. Mohan Rao's house and I paid my tribute to him. So very soon I will be meeting other gurus also in Hyderabad. Over and above, I am very much honored. And before I close the brief discussion, I had the honor of a chief guest in the valedictory function of the class of 2014 in April 2014, I think. So the Department of Chemical Engineering honored me very much. I am very, very thankful to that, to be a chief guest at a valedictory function after so many years. So I once again thank all the organizers for bestowing this great opportunity on all of us. And as enthusiastically I searched for all my classmates. So I took Vinod's help also. One tough guy, I could not find him. So to that I have to activate one of my relatives in the town. I took his surname from Dr. Vinod, and then we searched like a all India hunt for a notorious criminal. In that fashion we hunted him and we found him in a sponge iron industry. Okay, unfortunately due to some obligation he could not come here. And another of my classmates, every day I was going there by that road all these years, and he was just residing by the side of the road. Suddenly somebody gave me a hint, so I caught him. So unfortunately he is also not present here due to some domestic emergency. 3 of my classmates are untraceable. If any one of these seniors, if they can help us. One is Rangarajan, he is from Tamil Nadu, I heard he is in the US. Another guy is Kamalakar, he was from Railway Colony, Secunderabad. He is also not traceable. And another Gujarati guy was there, Tushar J. Popat, he was also not traceable. If by any chance, if any one of you can trace them, please do inform me. I am very much interested in knowing them. So, with this, thanks once again.
Good evening, all my alumni colleagues and young engineers pursuing this course with a lot of ambitions and hope. I am really so happy and honored to be called here, invited to participate in this Golden Jubilee celebrations, and the whole credit goes to my colleague Mr. Ram Prasad. He really took a personal initiative to pull all of us wherever we are, if time permits, to be here on this very special auspicious day for us. I am so impressed looking at our senior alumni members who have reached to helm of the affairs, very senior positions, made we all proud that we belong to this institute. What all chemical engineering is about. See, I don't want to brief about me. I come to that only in a small snapshots. When we joined here in 83, we passed out. 78, when we joined here, we got this admission by virtue of that was the only seat available. We do not know what it means to us in chemical engineering. Should we pursue or we should not? We do not know. But we know one thing, once you pass through this, you will be tagged as an engineer. But what chemical means, we do not know. As morning our professors, very respectable professors, with a minimal infrastructure available, they try to infuse in our minds the concepts to make us feel and understand. Fortunately, we were a very small lot, maybe about 22 people class in 83 batch. They made their best attempts to make us feel this is what chemical engineering is all about. Believe me, my friends, I was also had come from a Telugu medium till 12th. I joined here in engineering in English media. I don't know. Even some of the meanings are also difficult to understand. That was the kind of a situation. And we moved on without knowing what it is. When we went out of the college, when we pick up the job assignments, we don't know where we get and which one is the best one. We don't know where we should go. The guidance was missing. Professors attempted, gave a good orientation, which place could be a better fit for what kind of a choices you have in mind, but it is difficult for us to really receive that. So choosing a path had become a difficult. When I picked up my first job in Grasim Industries as a shift in charge in a sulfuric acid and carbon disulfide plant, one night shift the machinery failed. And one operator had come and then said that, gentlemen, you don't have to worry, it happens often. So I don't know what the importance of that machinery in an operating plant. I just kept myself quiet, completed my shift, went back. Morning 8 o'clock there was a knocking at my room, and I was called by the president of the unit. He said, are you stupid? Do you know what is the importance of this machine? And you allowed this to shut down for the whole night? Are you a chemical engineer? Have you learned this? And I don't know what to answer you. I was practically in dark, I don't have a blind, I don't know what to do. That's how our journey began. Then it gave a really commitment to ourselves. Now we must do something. It's an institution name and our commitments are also at stake. I moved out from there to a national fertilizers. I worked in Bathinda. It was in the times of 83. It was a highly, very disturbed state. A lot of violence was around, but we were not scared. We were made so independent in our thinking here in our institute. It made our approach robust. You are end of the day, you are an engineer. So as an engineer, you are supposed to be surviving with the situations, with the machinery, men, as somebody, our seniors has very wisely put it. It's not just alone, something, an opportunity to get you in a position or a job, but it is managing things. So we were never scared to go there. We survived there. But when we see the chemical engineering per se, as Mr. Natarajan had said here, Dr. Natarajan had said, I feel today proud after spending 32 years in the industry. I think this is the only engineering discipline which provide you overview of the complete engineering disciplines. None other engineering disciplines will provide. You talk about the plants. Which plants? The most critical technological plants. Whether it is a refinery, a petrochemical, fertilizer, specialty chemical, biodrugs, anything whatever you call. You as a chemical engineer sitting at the conceptual level, you know what machinery you should select, you know what material of construction you should select, what instrumentation you should select, what electrical system you should select, how the foundation civil structures have to be designed. This is only possible for chemical engineers, not for all. My young engineers, my sincere advice to you is, you have chosen the best engineering discipline. Believe me, I was not aware of this. I realized this in the journey of my curriculum in the professional life. So I wish all my young children, young engineers, the best of luck. Please get in touch with any of we people, your alumni colleagues, at any point in time. We are reachable to you through your institute. There are senior professors who can guide you. So this is what message I wanted to say. The chemical engineering is the best, I believe. Of course, unfortunately, my children did not pick it up. My daughter went into a medical line, and my son wanted to pursue a computer sciences, influenced by his mama, his uncle. That's a different story. We have a least influence, when wife takes over as a home minister and as an husband, I have to obey her. Now coming to my own curriculum, my own career, I started my career in Grasim industry. I short stint there for about 3 months. Then I continued in a national fertilizers, operations of ammonia plant, basically. I moved out from there to Godavari fertilizers and stayed for Godavari fertilizers for 12 years. So 16 years I spent my life and learned in a hard way the applications of chemical engineering, each part of machinery, compressor, exchanger, reactor, column, how and what it does from the control philosophy point of view. Then I did my MBA as a part-time in Institute of Public Enterprises in Osmania University. That gave me an opportunity to move out from there to another technological EPC global company, formerly called as a UDE. Some of my colleagues I could see they had worked in UDE India at some times in their careers. Some of my senior colleagues. And I joined in the 1999 in UDE, and now the company name is renamed to ThyssenKrupp Industrial Solutions, which provides the process technologies and resource technologies all over the world. We own a process patented technologies for ammonia, nitric acid, ammonium nitrate, polymers, olefins. It's a formerly Hext-driven company. I hold a position of Executive Director. I am responsible for India and the Middle East and Southeast Asia business development and sales. Thanks once again to all the institute professors and the coordinators and the students who have really put in the hard work to assemble all the people here and done such a wonderful arrangements to all of us. Thanks a lot.
Good evening, everybody. Firstly, I thank Chemical Engineering Department faculty, the staff who had made this Golden Jubilee organized in a grand manner. And also I'm thankful for the invitation that has been sent to each and everybody, and thank you for making me an invite to be a part of this August program. And I'm glad to be part of alumni of NITW. And undoubtedly, chemical engineering has really provided a very good platform, which I had not realized then. But then after passing out, thankfully, I really thank God for this. Because in 83, I passed out, and in 83, by the end of the 83 itself, I could get a job. And the only posting, or the first posting, is in Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. And ever since that, I'm working in Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. I worked for Vishak Refinery for 10 years and moved to Mumbai, and I have almost completed 20 plus in Mumbai. All through, I worked in technical services, in all divisions of the technical services in both the refineries, and since last 4 years, I moved to HSE, that is Health, Safety and Environment of the corporate, of the HPCL. I'm thankful, there is a lot to evolve as an engineer. I really owe my gratitude to the college and the staff that was then, who has groomed us. Though I have not realized much, but then it has paid off a lot during the course of my journey as a chemical engineer when I began to work. And also on the job, certainly, every situation will teach you and then help you to grow big and teaches you to mature. And one thing I really have to compliment the Almighty is that the first job and the only job. And also in my batch, I had been the only girl, and despite difficulties, I really owe my gratitude to all my classmates then. Though I belong to a very shy and reserved era at that time, reserved personality at that time, but then it's really wonderful to meet all of them after 32 years and still be, connected with them with a deep sense of, relationship, and then gratitude. Really makes me feel very awesome about it. And my suggestion to my juniors and almost, on par with the sons and daughters is that, kindly do a hard work. And I would suggest that everybody should build up themselves with appropriate skills and also a good personality to complement with the job. One suggestion is that never to lose, to be respectful to one another, and also to be, doing a job sincerely and satisfactorily. Please don't miss out, which is certainly wiping out from this current generation. That is what we often are seeing as the juniors are, just getting recruited in many of these organizations, especially my organization. So that is one advice I have. And I'm available for any kind of help or any kind of training or any kind of updates that the department wants. Or even I would like to be in contact with the department for a knowledge exchange or for a technical instruction. I certainly would like to be in communication with them, and also expect the same in reciprocation. And finally, I'm honored to have my professor here, Purnachandra Rao Garu, and also Dr. Venu. And I thank you all and I really had a sense of self-satisfaction and a wonderful time here. And this has been a very great time, and really thank you and one and all. Thank you very much and all the best.
Firstly, thank you, sir, to be part of this these things. Dr. Purnichandra Rao, sir, respected seniors and juniors. And I should be grateful that I'm able to participate in this particular event. See, we are the last 5-year batch, and majority of my time is to spend those days in the different field, not only in the classroom alone. I used to see at least my 70% is there in the awareness, and in this 5 years, my golden years, but unfortunately in 1982, during inter-university tournament, I lost my right leg knee in Trivandrum while playing for the Kakati University. In football. See, it is not only football I used to do.